What's good, fam? Welcome to another video. But if we haven't met yet, my name is Ted and I talk bass. Y'all know the deal. Look, this is another beginner intermediate level walking bass lesson. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take another pattern and we're gonna plug that in to a blues form. All right. So if you haven't watched the previous video, check that out. You will need to have some understanding of scale shapes, right? A little bit of understanding about chord tones, and so I don't have to like review every time some of that stuff. There's a lot of information out on the web about that, and so what I want to do is make this really as easy as possible, as quick as possible, and accessible as possible. So if you find value in the content, go on and do all the YouTube stuff, subscribe, like, leave a comment, ask a question if you like. If you want to support the channel, you can do that by using any of the affiliate links in the comment in the description section. You can buy a product, or you can buy me a cup of coffee using CashApp at SONOFABASS. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna readjust the camera and show you a new pattern used over dominant 7 chords. So for this pattern, we're gonna use 1, 6, 5, 3. What in the world does that mean? All right, let's take a C major scale. Right, there's the shape. And for all of these, we're just using a second finger shape, right? There's other ways to do this, but this is a way. So if you have the shape down, and then you get the sound, you should be able to sing that as well. Okay, always sing what you play. So anyway, you have the shape, you have the sound. Now we're gonna give it numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. The pattern that we're gonna use is 1, 6, 5, and 3. 1, 6, 5, 3. That's the root of the chord. A major sixth above that note. So when I say above, I'm talking higher in pitch. If I say below, I'm talking about lower in pitch, right? If we talk physics, higher would, pitch goes this way on the bass or a guitar, right? It goes up this way, it goes down this way, or down this way. Okay, so there's the root of the chord. 1, a major sixth above it, meaning if you don't know a sixth, a major sixth, we're just talking about the space between those notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going 1, 6, 5, and 3. Now when we go to the F chord, if we're here, if we're doing this higher up on the neck, we can go 1, 6, 5, 3. Also with the G, we can do the same thing. We can maintain the same shape. However, for this first couple of examples, I'm going to play lower on the neck. Let me show you what we need to do with the F dominant 7 chord. So for C, we can play that shape. 1, 6, 5, 3. And like I said in the last video, we know that that C is the octave of this C, the upper octave of that C, right? So that is also valid. So the shapes we could use here are 1, 6, 5, 3. Or we can go 1, 6, 5, 3, 1, 6, 5, 3. Same exact thing. When we get to G, we can maintain the same second finger shape. But when we get to F, we've got to use some open strings. We don't have to use open strings, but I'm going to show you using open strings. One, So you could flex that muscle of using the open strings, and also just to keep it simple. So here's 1, the root of that F dominant 7 chord. If I played the F dominant 7 scale in this first position, so I have 1, 4th finger on G, which is the 2nd note of the scale, and then the open A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So let's give them numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So 1, open D, 6, 5, open A, which is the major third. So 1, 6, 5, 3. Again, this F, we have to count for the octave, so we can definitely use that as well. 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. All right. So get ready for, once again, the cheesiest backing track you've ever heard in your life. And there are some cheesy ones out there. This is, I'm just using iReal Pro. It's a great app. Every practicing musician should have this app. Every practicing musician should have this app. This video is not sponsored by iReal Pro, but every practicing musician should have this app. Okay, here it is. We'll do it in, let me play it one time, and then the next time you can play it with me. Okay? To repeat too many times. I only wanted to play one chorus. So this time I'm going to leave out the octaves. Okay? I'm going to leave out the octaves and I'll only play the lower octave. So meaning 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Now F with the first finger. C with the second finger. G, second finger, F, first finger, back to C. Okay? Yeah, I'll try to stay away from the higher octaves for this chorus, and so make it a little simpler, easier for you to play along with me. Okay? Check it out. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 3. See, it sounds repetitive. With that super repetitive, if I don't add the octave. G7, F7, C7. So when you're practicing something and you're being academic with it, you want to place limitations on yourself. So the only pattern that we're using is 1, 6, 5, 3. That's it. 1, 6, 5, 3. That's the box that we're putting ourselves in to get that under our fingers, right? Not mixing it up, not adding chromatic tones, not, none of that stuff. We're using that one pattern for the whole thing. Right? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Repetitively. Alright? Let's do this in I'm gonna play this chorus using the eighth, starting on the 8th fret of the E string, and what I'll do is I'll go between this position and this position. Okay, so just take a look first. up. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm aware. Now, normally you wouldn't do that, right? You would. There's no need to do that, to play the same exact thing in different places on the neck. And talking about in a real life playing situation, maybe you'll want to play a lick or something like that, and you would move up. But I'm just doing it just to get the brain working to move from one place to another. So I don't edit out when I make mistakes because, first of all, I don't, when I'm making a video, I'm kind of thinking about something I might want to say next or whatever like that. But I also want you to know that if I make a mistake, that's fine. If you make a mistake, that's fine, right? But I'm aware that something happened and I laugh it off like, oh, oops, uh-oh, right? And then move past it, okay? So this time let's play 2 choruses and you can just watch. There'll be a link to this play along in the description below, but I'll play 4 choruses using only the pattern 1-6-5-3, okay? And I'm gonna sneak in the pattern from the previous video 1-3-5-3 every now and again and see if you can catch where that happens. All right? It does sound super basic, very kind of happy-go-lucky or whatever, but you're gonna find these patterns all over the place, right? You don't see people using all complicated words, big words. No matter how people use them, all have the same 26 letters in the English alphabet, right? And the most eloquent speeches all have words like it and the, was, right? The simple things, right? So there that is, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider leaving a tip. Please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting, all that good YouTube-y stuff. Thanks again for your time. I hope it helps. If it did, let me know in the comments. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Two fingers.